last week, something truly beautiful occurred. Every single member of the United States Senate, except for Mitch McConnell, agreed on something. Every Democrat, every Republican put aside their differences in a rare moment. I mean, in these troubled times where our politicians are putting their differences aside to find common ground, it's amazing to see these people standing as one body to do something truly noble. Or they did so because the alternative was so abhorrent that anyone that voted in opposition would have risked their entire political career. Which is more likely because this thing they all agreed upon, the Senate unanimously agreeing that Ghislaine Maxwell, the woman who spent years helping Jeffrey Epstein abuse children, should not be pardoned. And yet Donald Trump, the President of the United States, still won't rule it out. No, he has not ruled out pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell. And look, if you've been living under a rock and you need a reminder, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted in 2021 of helping Jeffrey Epstein recruit and abuse underage girls. And it took place over the course of years. And she is serving 20 years for it. That's not a gray area. That has been proven in court. And in these stories, I will always say two things. Number one, you'll catch me being careful with my wording about actually what happened, because certain words get us looked at differently by the algorithm. And merely being mentioned in these files doesn't mean someone committed a crime. With all of that said, on Wednesday, Senator Jackie Rosen brought a resolution to the floor. Simple, clean language. The Senate opposes any pardon, commutation, or clemency of any kind for Ghislaine Maxwell. No senators objected, not one. Every Republican in that chamber let it pass without a fight. Quote, "It's frankly horrifying that Trump would entertain the idea of clemency for even a second," Rosen said, for a convicted trafficker. And you've got to ask, why now? Well, keep in mind that this vote happened right as the Senate was weighing whether or not to confirm Todd Blanche, Trump's former personal defense attorney, as permanent attorney general. And among the parade of horribles that have occurred by Blanche's hand, Blanche is the same official that personally interviewed Maxwell for 2 days last year. And then he granted her limited immunity to talk about her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And shortly after that conversation, she was quietly moved out of her standard federal facility and into a minimum security camp, allegedly with special rules, the kind of place that people call, Club Fed. And during that interview, Maxwell reportedly indicated that the president did nothing wrong. Now, to his credit, Blanche has said that he personally will not recommend a pardon. I guess that's something, but it's not the same as the president ruling it out, because he's the one that has the power to make it happen. And for over a year now, when asked directly whether or not he would pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, he's always used soft language. Trump's answer has never once been no. It's always something like, "I'd have to take a look at it. I haven't thought about it." And things like that with Donald Trump usually mean that someone would have to talk really, 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 really strongly to get him to not do that thing that he's floating out there. And I've got to ask you guys, when, if ever, will we see the totality of these Epstein files released? I was positive that it would have been done by now. And frankly, look, if Donald Trump is as innocent as he says he is, why not release the whole damn thing? So when do you think it'll actually happen? Is it after the Democrats take Congress back? Is it never? Drop me a comment and let me know. Now, Senator Jack Reed did say that predators should not be afforded preferential treatment. But that is what the Trump administration continues to provide Ms. Maxwell. Her victims and the American people deserve to know why. Couldn't agree more. And this, though, is not the only one of these votes that's taking place, because the Senate has had a few of these votes lately. They passed a nearly identical resolution about a week ago about a pardon for Sam Bankman-Fried, because the Senate is trying to box in this administration on clemency, one unanimous vote at a time. And why? It's so that they're not tied to any of these actions, and they can't be held accountable when elections pop up. They do not want to be seen as the people who supported a pardon for Brinkman-Fried or for Ghislaine Maxwell or anybody like that. But I'm here to tell you that as noble as all of that sounds, for the Senate, this was extremely easy. All they did was put themselves on record unanimously, and it cost them nothing to do it. But they still will not do any of the hard steps that will get us closer to the files being released or anyone being held accountable. And look, outlets like ours, we do not stop with the Epstein files. We keep asking questions until someone actually answers them. And that only works because people like you stick around for it. So we appreciate all of you and everything you guys do. Every time you subscribe, every time you hit like, every time you hit comments, or when you become a member, because that helps us keep pushing. Because the survivors in this case have waited long enough for someone to just give them an honest answer.